I'll use Telegram for communication. Excuse me. I'll use Telegram for communication, and then YouTube for the streaming. I hope that what is the share link? Okay, this is share link. So copy. Okay, so yeah, the only one here at the moment. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, Mubarak? Oh la la, this is something else. Mubarak, can you see me? Can you see me? I need to know. Okay, no worries. No, click the link. Okay, no worries. I know what to do. So you don't go. I'll just share. No wonder. My sound is echoing. Hello. Oh, can you hear me clearly? Okay, and there's a background song playing also. Can you hear that? Okay, fine. So, hello everybody. This is Mike, and I am a synthetic indices trader. So, I put up a video the last time, and I wasn't able to get my audio working, but now my sound is working perfectly. Yes. Okay, so you're looking at my screen now, and there are several trades I took, like what you're seeing now. These ones, I took them yesterday, and that's the boom 1000. So I took 2 positions, as you can see here. This was where we took the trade yesterday. So let me just mark that quickly. Yeah, this was when we took the trade, and the reason for taking this trade at the time was we already took I think we took a sell here, and then we were selling all the way down. Okay, yes, we missed the sell. So this was what happened here. Price was giving us, like, this is the 1 hour time frame, so price is in a downtrend. So the order flow, the institutional order flow is bearish, right? And price is actually giving us the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now, the funny thing that happened here was that we were waiting, because I knew that there was an FVG, yeah, an imbalance just right here, and we were waiting for price to tap back into it, which it did nicely, and then we missed that sell, right, because we didn't know if it was actually retracing all the way back up deep into the range, and so what happened was there was a stop hunt here. So I always love the setup that comes with stop hunts, and one of the reasons why I do is because I see price just do a sweep of liquidity, and that sweep of liquidity is letting me know that, okay, this is like a move by the market makers, in quotes, And so when this happened, a lot of times when this happens, immediately I just take my sell. I take my sell in very cheap, and that's where you see that I have what you call sniper entries. This is actually how I do it, so it's not done by mistake. However, the best way to go in is to wait for confirmation, right? Like I said, you don't know if the retracement is going way all into the range. All right, so price did this, did a stop hunt, and this is a break of structure. Actually, so what causes break of structure? This demand zone causes break of structure here, this demand zone right here, and then we wait for that demand zone to fail, which it failed, and this candle, this bearish candle, caused that failure, right? And then what the next thing we'll be looking for? We're looking for a break of structure, which happened here and also happened here. So now after the break of structure, we're expecting price to go retrace deep back into this supply zone, right? That was the supply zone, and so that was going to be our entry. Now the one thing I do that I love, once I see prices going in my direction, I can increase my positions, I can increase my lot size, and that was one of the things I was looking forward to doing. Just a minute, please. Yes, so we waited and then price didn't come back, and I was wondering, I'm like, why did price not just come back into this range and then we can sell? So I had to go down to a lower time frame. This is lower time frame. So I went to the lower time frame. This is 30 minutes, and then I discovered something. I discovered that price reacted from the breaker, and then I'm like, good lord. I saw the move when it happened, but I was like, I knew that when we have two POIs, and I wasn't actually looking at a breaker block as my POI, I was actually looking at this supply zone. So when I saw this reaction here, immediately my mind just went to, price is actually doing a liquidity inducement. So price is going to definitely come back into the range, take those early sellers out, tap into our supply zone, and then continue to sell. However, that wasn't what happened. Price just gave a sweet reaction to the breaker here, and then you see the fall. Oh my god, I was not happy. I didn't join the trade here. However, I'm going to enable the trade history. You can see I took the trade from here. So I took the sell from here because I noticed price reacted from this demand zone. Firstly, this demand got broken, or it got taken out and got retested. And so upon seeing that on the lower time frame, you would see the bullish candlesticks do that retest. Look at the retest here. This is a retest. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna enter it, and that's how I did enter the trade, and I rode it down all the way. I think I had 3 positions, so I took 2 positions out here upon seeing the retracement, because again, when I saw this move, I was expecting that this spike would rally back into this supply zone, and the supply zone was the one that puts this breakup structure, but that didn't happen. So I was like, okay, you know what, at this point, Mike, what do you want to do? Would you rather just secure profit on 2 positions and let the 1 position keep running? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. So that's what I did. I took out my sell positions, and then let one continue to run all the way down here, and then this was where we took the trade yesterday here. So I saw I was expecting that price was going to break. Let me go to H1. Oh yes, so I was expecting price to break this demand zone, but amazingly what happened was price did a tap. Just a minute, I like to, so this is one drawback from using MetaTrader 5, because it's not like TradingView where you have your template set. You can always just go in and just click and the tools are really easily available. For this I have to go in manually every time I open the app. So I guess if MetaTrader 5 guys are listening, they can help us upgrade this software to include that feature. Okay, so as I was saying, I was expecting price to react, and then I was expecting to break actually, but it didn't break. So I saw this push to the upside, and then I noticed, okay, this is actually an inducement of liquidity. So immediately I did my analysis again. Now I went to the 15 minutes time frame. Let me see. Oh yes, so I went to the 15 minutes time frame, and then this is the supply zone. So I'm like, okay, this time around pricing react when it pull back into the supply zone. So here I just knew immediately that, guys, this is inducement of liquidity. And you will hear me say liquidity every time because that's my number one method of trading. That's my strategy. I chase the market, chase liquidity. Price always chase liquidity. So one thing I do is to also look for zones where there are inducement of liquidities and all of that. So when I saw this, there was no reaction, and then I came down to the lower time frame. I saw that price pushed up, and then there was a bearish run down, and then it pushed up again. So immediately I just said to myself, I'm like, you know what, this is also an equal low, and then this is inducement of liquidity. So that moment I knew price was going to come back to clear out this inducement. So I was like, okay, where is the closest zone, or where is the zone that price has not reacted from, that I feel or I believe price is going to react from? So I started with this. There was a break of structure here, price has mitigated this supply zone. There was a break of structure here, price mitigated this zone here. There was a break of structure here, price, well, didn't really mitigate this zone. This was a liquidity inducement. Price broke this, came, and then mitigate this supply. Price broke this, and then price didn't mitigate, just price mitigated, but then it broke it. And then if I draw this supply zone now, you can see, guys, none of the things I'm showing you here is happening by mistake. I wish we had a full house, but then this video is going to be on YouTube, and anybody can go and watch the replay. None of the things happening here are by mistake, right? And then you see what happened. The supply zone got taken out. I like to stay organized, so I'm gonna flip that. Yeah, supply zone got taken out, pushed all the way up, created equal high again. So my trading style is very interesting. Okay, so there was just something that happened here now. I don't know what this reaction is telling me. Okay, let me just move on. Okay, so this is equal highs, and this is liquidity inducement, so which means price is going to come back to that zone, and then which it did, cleared the liquidity, and then invalidated this supply also, pushed, and then tapped nicely. You see this liquidity inducement, and you see this imbalance. Price typed very nicely. So this was where we took our, I gave the sell, I gave the sell order. I called the trade, and this is what we took. We took it yesterday. We took this sell, and then I think I don't know if we took this also, but we took this sell. So on a 30 minutes time frame, no, 1 hour time frame, see the very nice reaction. I'm like, yeah, this is really good. So we just pushed and pushed and pushed, and we kept breaking structure. So we broke this structure. Now we see we took this liquidity out, and then price retraced back into the range. Did the first leg, came back. Did the second leg. This is liquidity. That was why I said, okay guys, you know what, let's set a sell limit, and then we took the sell again. Now what has price done more recently? Sometimes we may not know if, okay, this has not broken yet. This has not broken yet. So what do we do now? One of the things we can do is, let's just look at what price is actually doing. So price has given us equal highs. Price came in, tapped nicely into our supply zone, and I had these sell limits already set here. So price began to fall. Price gave a weak rejection here, and then price came in and took out this wick here, came back up, took out the wick up, and then started falling. Yeah, but it didn't break structure. So could this actually be a change of character? I'm not sure. So I wasn't monitoring the chart. It was when I came in and then I discovered that, oh my god, this guy has spiked into, right? So however, I see what is happening now. This week has taken out these 2 weeks. There's a stop hunt. This bullish run here has taken out this week, which is stop hunt again. This guy has taken out this week, which is a stop hunt. And on my higher time frame, this price is actually in a downtrend, so it has no business going back up. Now this is how I trade. This is how I analyze the market, and then I'm like, okay, price is not supposed to do this, price is supposed to do this. So when I'm not clear or when I'm in doubt, I just leave the market, right? So I can see on a higher time frame that this is actually ranging, right? And price has, so if I was going to go aggressive in this market, I would just continue to sell. I'll stack my sells here, but I don't want to trade that way. But I see that price has wicked, cleared the liquidity above here, which is exactly what it did here. See the stop hunt, did the stop hunt here. So it did that here too. So I'm like, okay, in this range, price has cleared the buy side liquidity, and this is like a relatively equal low. So I'm expecting that price is going to come and clear the equal lows, all right, break the structure, and then continue in the downtrend. Like there's an imbalance here, and then there's also liquidity here, which price is obviously coming to grab, right? So I'm like, okay, at this point, Mike, would you continue to hold your sells, or you just take what the market has given you for now and then run away? Well, I'm like, okay, based on the analysis I have done, and I look at let me see, I haven't broken even on this trade, so I'm going to break even. I'm breaking even now. I'll break even here, so I'm running risk-free on the one at the top. Then for this one, my stop loss on this one, okay, my stop loss is set at this point here, so I'm not going to lose so much, right? If price reverses, I'm not going to lose so much, so I'll just let it run, looking at the higher time frame that this has cleared the buy side liquidity. I'll just let it run, right? And then I think the TP here is about $60 for one position, so I mean multiply that by 4 positions, that's $240 already. So I'll let it run, right? I'll let it run. So that's my analysis for Boom 1000. So another thing I also do, I like to set my alerts so that the price moves in the direction I can be alerted and then come back to see what price is actually doing. Yeah, that's Boom 1000. So this is crash, this is Boom 500. We were actually selling Boom 500, but then a funny thing happened, took me out. So I was expecting that this guy is supposed to sell, which it will continue to sell. It will continue to sell, right? But I have to look at price action here. Okay, what is price doing? Price is not supposed to react from this zone. Why is he reacting? Because this is an efficiently priced market, right? So I'll just let this be because I don't like to stress myself. So this is Boom 300. Now this is the current trade. I mean, I called this in the morning, and then same thing. So we've been expecting this to actually sell, right? We've been anticipating for the sell to happen all the way down. Amazingly, it did sell all the way down here, but I was holding and expecting that price is going to break out of this trend line and then tap into this demand zone, and then with a very swift push all the way up. That didn't happen, so price came in, tapped into this demand zone. Yeah, this demand zone, tapped in, and then you can see what happened. Price just wicked the demand zone here, so it did a stop hunt. We call this turtle soup, and then you can see his price started falling. So as always, I always do my analysis on the lower time frame for entries, and then that's the reason I entered at the very tip here. All right. So what is my expectation? Price broke structure here. Overall, this is in a downtrend, as you can see. High, low, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So I'm expecting price to put a higher low. So I'm expecting to hold this trade all the way down to clear the liquidities resting below, and also tap into this demand zone. That's a long journey, so I'm just going to ask myself, am I willing to hold this trade, right? Am I willing to hold it all the way down to, just here to clear the liquidity resting below, right? Am I willing to hold it all the way down here, or even all the way down here? Or should I just leave with what the market has already given me? Already I called this trade in the morning, and then it has already hit TP, right? So yeah, so I'm going to, maybe I'll just take partials. I'll take partials. Right, let me go to lower time frame and see 15 minutes. Okay, this is priced properly. Okay, so price may want to come back here. Price may want to come back here. Then the liquidity is resting here. Okay, so liquidity resting here. Price has mitigated this demand already. Yeah, price broke structure to the downside here. Broke structure, sorry. Okay, there's a BOS there. BOS here. And then price retraced back, tapped into the supply that puts this low, that did the break of structure. Then it fell all the way. Again, price has broken the structure. Right? Now, where is price coming to? Price might come into this supply zone here. And then, oh my god, so Boom 1000 has taken me out completely. So, I'm going to close. So this is part of it, right? You can see the time is okay. It took out this two, so about $13 or $14 has gone out, leaving me with these two at the top. So this is the downside of holding trades, and I might just be forced to close this because I see the momentum in which price is pushing to the upside, and price might just want to come into this zone, or it might just want to come all the way up here. So just to be on the safe side, or yeah, so another thing I notice, once price doesn't want to go in a certain direction anymore, you start seeing price stall. So you can see this demand zone, price reacted from this demand zone. You might want to ask, how do I know that's a demand zone? Well, it's a demand zone. So is price has broken through all this, is price going to come back, or is just going to push all the way up to clear this liquidity is resting here? So where's the next area where price may come in? Price may come all the way here, because this is the origin of this move. Well, I think I would say it's sad for me to have taken this trade all the way down here and just let it happen the way it did. So I'm just gonna should I close or should I hold? I'm gonna close. Let me see on a lower time frame what price is doing. Alright, see price has given us equal highs now. This candle, you can see the high there, 126149990, and look at this one. 126.1495. So this is a little bit higher than this, so which means price has taken out this zone. So what do we do now? I think I'm going to go to lower time frame. I want to see if chalk happened, right? If there was a change of character. So price couldn't take this low. Yes. I'm going to 30. I'm going to 1 hour. 1. Okay. Yeah, so this is a scenario where, as long as I don't know what price is doing, I may just exit the market. But I've broken even already, so I'll just let this be. Whatever the case, I would look for another entry position. So my boom, I said this was going to come all the way here. I'm expecting that to happen. Already this is some liquidity inducement. So I expect it to tap in here. 50% of that week. On the M15 time frame, the wick may not look like a candlestick, but on a lower time frame you would see it form a candlestick. Alright, this is 50%. Alright, that's 50%. So we wait for that alert. Once I get the signal, I know that okay, I need to come in and see what's happening. But again, one thing that can happen here is price can come, tap in, and then start selling. That sell is an inducement of liquidity to take out early buyers, because we have another zone here which price can easily come in to fill because there's an imbalance here. Yep, you see what just happened. So what do I do? Double break of structure. I feel price coming for this zone, so I'm not going to take a sell, because at this stage sometimes what I do is I just layer my sells, right? But I'm not going to take a sell here. I would just wait and see the reaction. So but I'll just set an alert, so wait for the reaction, and then so now price has taken out this liquidity resting on these wicks, and this has been mitigated. So but let's try something. So most times my sniper entries are like this. When I take the entries, my stop loss is around $1.74. You see, so I lower my stop loss, my lot size, and then take the trade. If it takes me out, I'm not losing too much. However, this can actually go my way, right? And if it does go my way, fantastic, I'll be in good profit. So I just watch. I have an alert set already, so if price pushes above, which I think it will do, if it doesn't, which happened in boom 1000 here when we were waiting for price to come back to our entry zone and it didn't come back. If it doesn't happen that way, that means we're in good profits. Yeah, so crash 500 was buying, and I took the buys from the very tip here. but I started seeing all of this ranging structure, and then I exited the market. So why did I exit? Apart from the fact I was seeing this ranging structure, I was asking myself, would I rather hold this trade and then just break even and just watch what happens, or should I? Yep. So we just got a reaction. Exactly. We can see stop loss $4. So because of this massive bullish candle, it took out $4 out of the $2 stop loss. Yeah, so I would expect that price will come for this zone. Yeah, I would expect price to come for this zone. Like I said earlier. So we're going to set 50%. Going to set 50%. Some people say they like my chart. This is how I do it. It takes me a longer time sometimes. If this was trading view, it would be very straightforward. Okay, so I'm going to take my lot size to 0.2, and then I'll set a limit. So this type of trade, I don't call this trade to members in the group because it's risky, right? So I just take it myself because of the stories I'm telling myself about price, right? So this may just give us a very massive push up here, and then we start coming all the way down. So you've seen in a case of double break of structure, which of the POIs would price come back to? Most likely the extreme one. Yeah. Okay. I've set the alert. Let me set another one. Okay, so that's set. Then boom 500 starts. Okay, I'm not looking at boom 500. 300, crash 500. Yeah, I said this was actually this was buying, as you can see already. So I took my little profit. See now, price reacted nicely to this zone but I wasn't watching, but I was taking this trade. Anyways, I'll wait for price to react, give me a good reaction on this supply zone. So if it does break, if price breaks above, that means it has taken out the supply will turn to demand. I'll wait for price to tap back in after the break of structure. So if price comes up all the way here, I'll watch what it will do here. So price might just come all the way, retrace back. So if that retracement happens here, I'm going to load my buys on this. Yeah, crash 300. So ever since I took this trade 2 days ago or so, I bought from here, right? Yeah, I bought from here all the way up here. This move, 2 positions actually gave me about $100 and something dollar plus, or $200 plus. It was a good trade. So my anticipation was on a higher time frame. The analysis is the bullish order flow is the institutional order flow rather is bullish, as you can already see. So I drew this green arrows to signify the higher highs and higher lows. And then I'm expecting price to put up a new higher high. And then when I bought from here, the overall TP was taken out this week, or just on the week, 50% of it. But I hesitated somewhere above, just on the supply area here, and I did that just to be on the safe side, because I didn't want to see myself take a trade that was already in profit and then it began to dwindle like we had happen just now, or just a moment ago. So what are my expectations? Well, I'm not looking at taking any trade on this at the moment. Once I understand what price is doing, then I can look for opportunities. Oh my god, I called this crash 1000 trade I think yesterday. This was where I called the trade here, and this massive push to the downside, the spike happened, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm not taking any trade on this anymore. So I thought the sales wasn't done, so I didn't even bother. Now look at what happened. Price spiked down into this zone, and I'm like, okay, this zone has been mitigated, so what's the challenge? Right, as you can see, it has been mitigated. So why did price come to this particular zone? Because I wasn't watching this zone, I was watching this imbalance and then this zone here. So I was expecting that price comes down here, I'll wait for it, then on the lower time frame I'd look for entry positions to buy, and then that did not happen. I was not happy anyways, but it is what it is. And what's the bigger picture? Price is actually coming to take out this highs, fill the imbalance, give us a nice reaction here, then push all the way back up here. But first TP for anyone will be here, second TP will be here. I just got an alert, which is perfect. So this is boom 1000. Now what this means is price is actually pushing to the upside. So where is price going to? My anticipation, price is coming here. Sorry, this is one of the downside of Meta 5. Okay, that's my anticipation. So I anticipate price to come all the way up here, right? And that is the extreme. This is the high that broke structure multiple times, and that gave us this equal lows. So back to origin. This is where we'll now resume our sales, right? So can I take the buys? I mean, I can get, if I get a buying opportunity, I think I should be able to do that. Oh, I should have done that here, see, but we didn't get a chance. Or maybe we have a chance. Let me go to a lower time frame. We can do this. This is my demand zone. So with this bullish run, I'll set a buy limit and then put my stop loss 12607. Okay, it's about $4, so fine. I'm fine with $4, so I expect it to push all the way back into the zone, and then just continue the buy to recover some funds. Let me see, my TP should be 2764. Okay, that's about $50. Yeah, just take me into this 60. So I'll check back and then see what happens. Let me save this as a template. And this is boom 1000. Yes. And then let me save this profile. Yes. All right. So that's everything. Yeah. So missed this opportunity for a buy. I would have bought very aggressively. Oh shit. Now this is the advantage of looking at time frames. So I just saw what happened now. Price actually reacted, filled this imbalance. There's an imbalance here. Damn. Shit. Alright. This is too thick. So lighten it up a bit. Shit. To I supply out. Okay, add it. Okay, so price filled this imbalance. This is imbalance here. Oh my god. Well, this will have been a giveaway buy. This type of trade is, or this type of setup is where I do my stackings and I use very massive lot size on the trade. I mean, this move would have given us this is 95 pips, this is 100 pips, this is 180 pips. This move would have given us $36 on the 0.2 lots, and then it will have given us $150 on one lot size. So imagine I took 5 lots on this. My god, I was swimming in money. But hey, it is what it is. 100 pips. I mean, we missed the opportunity, so we look for some other opportunity anyways. Yeah, so that's my analysis, and we look forward to more opportunities. All right, we look forward to more opportunities. So this is not done yet. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a massive push into this zone, so I'm anticipating that would happen, and I'm hoping that should that happen, it will take me all the way down, like down into this demand zone. If the demand zone breaks, definitely take me to clear this liquidity, fill the imbalance here, tap in here, and then react back into this demand turn supply. And then if that does not hold, it will take us all the way down, right, and resume our downtrend. So I'm going to leave this trade running. I've broken even already, and whatever happens, I mean, I was already in $220 plus profit, like equity, but I'm down to 62. I mean, I have 128 running, so, but this is what I look at more often than not. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope that you really learned a lot. And we can do this some other time. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, sure.